Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing today? Oh, this is going to be a fun one. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing awesome. I'm ready to do this, Mike. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So folks, the intention of this video is, yes, we're going to load it on YouTube like we do all of our videos with Matt, but this is also going to be a video inside the money course. Get your money right, the game of money. So this is going to be a video because what happens on YouTube, when you create 5 videos a day, you actually have almost 2,000 videos a year and videos get lost. So I'm going to put this video in that course because I think it's going to be that important.
I know I get lost.
Yeah, I always feel bad for the person that says, I'm going to go back and watch all of your videos from the beginning. I'm like,
I think that's like 3,800 now, Mike.
yeah, it's like, I don't think I would do that. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Just maybe watch
No.
the last couple of weeks and just
Yeah.
start moving forward.
You'd be better off paying for Mike for one-on-one life mentoring and just moving in.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I would do that. But the reason I wouldn't do that. But the reason this course is going to go in the reason this video is going to go in that course is because it's something that's missing in my course, right? I talk about understanding good defense, budgeting. I put a spreadsheet out, but I don't have that self-assessment piece, which is exactly what it is, right? Because what happens, you got to understand where you are to know where you're going.
Yes.
And
yes,
I want facts, not feelings, as we talked about in episode 2. So why don't you kind of set up what we are about to look at? Because this is, for most people, step 1 we're about to look at.
Yeah. So really what we believe is before you're even thinking about becoming that real estate maven and that big real estate investor, the first thing you're going to have to do is get your money right.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do them concurrently.
Okay.
But here's what I can tell you. No matter how amazing Mike's course is, and no matter how much he gives you the keys of the kingdom, when you go to get that loan, if you haven't gotten your money right first, it's the womp show.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
womp, like way it goes.
Yeah.
You're not going to get approved. So you got to get your money right. And so what we've actually taken the time at Lumberjack Landlord to do is something that was an exercise for me, and God's honest truth. I love my wife. It was an exercise for her too when we got married. We tracked every single expense that we made for 30 days. Every single thing, $1, $2, $5, everything. Yeah. We actually guessed at the beginning of the month when we started the spreadsheet, how much money we thought we spent on a monthly basis. And then we saw where we ended up 30 days later.
Not good.
If you're honest, I want to see comments after that 30 days. I want to see comments in there saying, hey, we did it and we were 40% right, 50% right, 60% right, because more often than not, people miss it. But like I said, it's really just a daily account of every dime that you spend. And some people don't do a good job of that, like with their ATM cards or debit cards. Mm-hmm. And so I actually moved my wife to a cash system and budget. And then she showed where she spent it every single week because quite frankly, we were at the risk of going bankrupt. We had to tighten the belt and plug up the ship. And that only comes from massive expense controls.
Yeah. Again, folks, I've talked a lot about Olivia and I's experience over the years and the fact that we started this with 40 grand, but we were only able to move forward because we got our money right. And the biggest example of this was understanding where we were. We did a similar exercise, and that's why this video is going in that course, because I didn't put it in. Shame on me. But no, you know what? We got an expert like you to do it for us. So. Thank you.
Happy to do it.
But we did a similar exercise. We estimated, and again, this is the funny thing is we talked about money, right? We talk about, even back then, we talked about money more often than most people, and we were still way off. Yeah. I think we were off almost 50%, right? When we kind of projected where we thought we spent, and then we did a similar tracking. Dude, if you're off 50% of your monthly expenses, you could go bankrupt. That's not good.
Yeah, you could go bankrupt, but more importantly is you will pass years and years and years of wealth creating opportunity just by not managing the money. I mean, manage your money.
Yeah, man, you got to get your money right. You got to understand where you are so you can get going where you want to go. So without further ado, let me just bring this up because you created it. It's going to be in the course, not only this video, but this spreadsheet we're about to pull up going in the course. It will be attached to the video. So let me just share it. And I just love your, what do you call it? Logo, I guess?
Branding. Yeah,
branding. Yes.
Yeah.
So let me actually, there you go. We're going to hide you and I. We're just going to look at this beautiful spreadsheet. So again, why don't you set it up? Because it's rather simple, but it is very powerful.
Yeah, it's really, really, really simple, right? It is what the item was, because you want to see where you're spending that money, and then what the amount of that was. It's very, very simple. And quite frankly, you know, it's like I teased somebody that I was working on with this, because he put $29 for clothes, and I was like, dude, why are you not buying clothes like once a year?
Yeah.
Because I'm so ridiculous. Like, I just open up my clothes catalogs and I go, yep, and yep, and yep, and I get it shipped to my house, and there's my year.
Yeah.
And so the crazy thing is like I said, you look at this and it's just day by day. So Mike, this sets you up for daily execution, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a daily discipline.
Daily execution, daily discipline. Literally at the end of the day, and you can keep this. So we all have smartphones.
Yep.
And you can easily keep this spreadsheet on your smartphone. You can make it also a Google Doc as well.
Yeah.
And you can literally go in there and update it. And that's what it's going to show you every single day. It's going to add up. And then at the end of the month, it will show you at the end of all the way to the right where Mike just went. It actually will show you a total for what you spent on the last 30 days.
Yeah. Go there again.
So we called this the 30-day challenge, because it is a challenge. It does become a discipline. But you know, what's really amazing is it does not take that much. But if you look, you just scroll down just a little bit and you see that month so far.
Yep.
Man, that makes you a little bit pukey.
Yeah.
You start to get,
we talked about a pucker in the first video or second video. It's like that number by like the 17th of the month is going to freak people out. Oh my God, honey, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. We didn't get in touch with the Surgeon General to put a warning on this, but you probably should.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to create an absolute pucker factor. But guys, this is not feelings. This is not thoughts. This is not, well, I thinks. Guys, this is about one thing and one thing only. Factually, what your financial habits are.
Yeah.
That's it. And when you go through this list at the end of the month, you can sit down and you can talk about it. You can say coffees, or is there a way to reduce gas? Or is there, because this spreadsheet allows you to then get lumberjackian and militant. Like, we went out and we got like a gas card that took 15 cents off a gallon on Tuesdays. Guess who was always filling up on Tuesdays? We got it to be that tight because every penny saved was a penny earned. So you can get to that point, but you know what you can't do? You can't get to that point unless you actually see what the rollout is of your expenses. You can't get to that point.
Yeah, this is, again, there's so much in this I love. First and foremost, it's facts, not feelings.
Right.
But the second thing, you hit on it, it's the daily discipline. What is my whole mantra about? It's focus and daily disciplines.
Right.
And I don't care if it's your financial health. I don't care if it's your weight. So much in life boils down to focus and daily execution. If you want to get on the financial freedom path, this is step one. This is not in my course. It will be in my course in 24 hours, because this is what people should be doing for step one. And please make it a family affair.
Yeah, sure.
This is not, if you're married, or if you have, teenage kids and they're not part of this, you are missing probably some significant expenses. Yeah. Make it a family affair.
Agreed. And if you're single too, like I'll tell you honestly, Mike, I was talking to a buddy of mine. He's dating this girl, absolutely adores her. And she is a financial train wreck.
Oh, Jesus.
Train wreck. Like, saying that she's a little bit off ain't even true. She's a train wreck. And so his literal consideration is, I love her to death, but I've worked so hard for 10 years that I'm just afraid to take that next step, because I don't know what that's going to look like financially for me.
Get her on this track, see what happens. Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's necessarily making the right or wrong decision, but I totally get where he's at.
Yeah.
Be in a position, put yourself in a position where your stuff cold. Because here's the thing, you want to buy a rental property, who's going to be really impressed with you when you do this? The bank that you talk to.
Exactly.
When you tell them, these are my expenses, this is what I track, this is where we spend, that stuff cold and off the top of your head. Oh man, they are going to be like, this guy is dialed in, or this girl is dialed in. They are ready for this next step. Let's do everything we can to help them get approved.
Yeah. And again, I want to tie this spreadsheet in with something I've already added. You and I actually did this video. I've done it with 5 of my expert. Remember that choices exercise?
I do. Sure. Yeah. My $45,000 a month. I remember.
Yeah.
or 48.
Live large.
Yeah. I can't even afford the lifestyle I want.
It's kind of that's kind of the
point,
goal,
yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You're always reaching, man. Come on, that's what we're supposed to do in
Yes.
sales.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this ties right in with choices, right? Because
It does.
what we did is we looked at our monthly expenses, and actually I did a video after ours where I kind of rewound to being 30, and we were spending our everything we made. And then I walked everybody through how we saved $6,000 a month. Right. And it was because of the daily, right, kind of understanding where we were spending money, like this 30-day tracking. So the marriage of choices with this spreadsheet, with the daily discipline, it's going to be a home run, man. It's going to be a home run.
I think it'll help so many people, right? Even if you just take that part of your course and you find out that after all the work, or maybe some of the work, that real estate investing isn't for you.
Yeah.
And really it isn't for everybody, and that's fine. But man, if we can just help you guys get your money right, you will live so much happier of a life.
I can't stress this enough.
About more.
This
it's
30-day,
more.
The 30-day exercise. At the end of 30 days, you're going to have self-reflection if you're single, or a conversation with your significant other going, got that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes.
And again, all of this is about setting up kind of episode number 2, where we talked about good offense, good defense. If you can in 30 days get agreement on what good defense is, the rest of your life could be about offense.
Yes.
Right. It's so powerful, dude. 30 days, daily discipline. It's in the course. Get it. It'll be there in an hour, maybe 2 hours. Yeah. For $99, you can understand what's going on. It's just awesome.
So I'll also offer this up too, Mike. I don't know about you. I'm willing to share it, and maybe you are too, but my wife and I don't argue about money.
Oh no. We haven't argued about money in years. Yeah, you're right.
You don't argue about money. And that's like
actually the only argument we have now is she's like, when are you going to spend some?
Yeah, my wife's exactly the same way. She's exactly the same way. She literally like drove past a car lot. She goes, babe, check this out. And I look and I was like, that's awesome. She goes, I think you should get it. And I was like, stop. I was like, no, not yet. But that's exactly it. I mean, honestly, 70% plus of divorces happen because of money.
Yeah.
It's not a meeting of the minds when it comes to how you want to earn and save and invest in your future. That's one of the most important things that, marriage counseling and things like that, like before, like premarital counseling, man, get in it and talk about money, talk about it then and there. If you have a spendaholic on either side and the other person is like, I want a future, you will be miserable for your entire life.
That is the power of this spreadsheet right there. Because if you just have a discussion about one of you being a spendthrift and the other one being a miser, that's feelings.
Right.
You do the 30-day exercise and you're like,
yeah, exactly. It turns it from, and that's the thing is, Ashley and I, my wife and I, we could have a healthy dialogue about it. Mrs. Lumberjack, we had a healthy dialogue about it because it was so stressful. Like we were on the borderline of bankruptcy and I was like, we have to batten down the hatches and figure everything out. And she was totally on board. And we went through it and we tracked everything. Every little dime that we did. And then at the end of the week, we would get a treat where we would go and enjoy the McDonald's dollar menu.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
And that was our life for a while. It's just the way it was. And that was okay. That was during the Great Recession. But I wouldn't trade any of those times. My wife and I are so in sync financially. And it's such a blessing for us and for our kids because we're teaching them about money now and how to respect it and how to earn it and how to protect it. Guys, this is a life-changing lesson. Even if you don't get into the real estate side, get your money right. It will change your life. And I can also tell you, it will also make you not only happier in a relationship, it'll make you happier yourself. Yeah. How many people do you talk to, Mike, that are stressed about their finances?
Most people.
Like almost everybody.
Yeah. Again, folks, get your money right. Game of Money is a valuable course. I'm adding this to it. If you've already bought it, it's there for you to be there in a couple hours. It's $99. Get your money right. De-stress the situation. Act on facts, not feelings.
Yes.
Go through this first. Do choices. It's all there for you, man. I appreciate you so much for giving us this. People are really going to benefit from it. How can people follow you?
So excited that they will. Follow us for more amazing wonderfulness at lumberjacklandlord.com and Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube. As you guys will see, we spend a lot of time with Mike because we think he's truly one of the foremost experts on human and user behavior from an economist. He only plays one on YouTube and on TV, but I tell you, we talk about stuff and it happens 3, 6, 9 months later.
Yeah.
It happens. Like having that foresight is what helps keep, guys like us ahead of the game and not catching up. And I mean, there's always 9,347 other videos you can watch on YouTube that will tell you the crash is coming and that it's coming in the next 6 months. Like, I swear to God with these people.
Yeah.
They need to be telling people what that crap. Then if you're so smart, then tell me how it's going to crash.
Yeah.
Tell me how.
Yeah. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful week. Thank you so much for giving. This is going to be step one for so many people. Again, facts, not feelings. So many people are stressed about money. This 30-day exercise will help. It'll also give you the focus and daily discipline I try to teach and talk about every day. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thanks, everybody.